box shadow to it. If you compare, can you please open the first tab, project 0, the first tab on the top left? Yes. Yeah. So you would see that the border, actually there is 0 pixels of border in the top heading. All there is the shadow, right? The shadow, the color of the shadow is different from the color, the white color which is of the heading. So that's why it's giving us the illusion of a border, but it's not actually a border. It's just the shadow. And just a second, there is some background noise, and I think I should use my headphones. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, Nilesh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So for that, we won't use border. We would use box shadow, right? And for that, what I explained yesterday, box shadow takes 5 arguments. First 4 are the how much should be the width of the shadow, and how much should be how blurred it should be, how spreaded it should be. So those kind of things, and the last 5th one is the color of the box shadow, right? So I'll share you my code today, and you'll see how I did it. And also I saw Erasto's the work, and it's pretty much the same as what I have, what actually looks, what is right now being shown on your screen. So good job, Erasto. And
Thank you, Nilesh.
the next thing, Ramchandraji, is would you please go to your page? Yeah. So now you made this to be a square, I guess, the video part. And for that, yes, for that, would you please go, because the video is longer horizontally, right? So we have to take care of that. Yes. So would you please go on the code of yours?
Yes.
And so where's iframe? Here it is. So here what you have done is you've given
1 second.
Yes.
Actually, I just here iframe style border 3 pixel insert red. I just write and executed. The border of the video is decreased. The size of the video.
Yes. Now look, this width right inside style. This is the concept which I was talking about. Inside style, inside style, in the double quotes we write CSS, right? And the syntax for CSS properties, like border is a CSS property, right? Padding is a CSS property. And to write the code for the CSS properties is to write the name of the property, then there comes a colon, and then there comes the value of the property, and when the value of property ends, we put a semicolon. So what we have done in 13th line in style, you type border, then you put the colon, and you put the value of the border, these 3 things, 3 pixels, insert, inset, and red, and then you put the semicolon, right? So, and after semicolon, we get to the next property. Next property is padding, then again colon, then the value of padding, right? So padding, you don't give color to padding like that. So these things have to be remembered, and these are the way they are. We can't do anything about them. So border always takes these 3 arguments: the pixel size, the width, then inset, solid or outset, and then red. We can't give anything on our own. Like we can't give it another color after red, so that we want half of the border to be red and half of it to be yellow. We can't do it. It's just the way it is. It only takes 3 arguments. So same is with padding. Padding only takes the magnitude of the width of the padding. It doesn't take the color. So you can remove the color. I'll tell you how you can make it look what it is in the assignment. So, and now padding ends with a semicolon, right? So here padding ends, and then the next property is width. So here you have tinkered with the syntax of CSS. CSS never uses is equal to, but you have used is equal to in this property. That's wrong. Also, what you had seen earlier, like, I mean, you had seen these things, width is equal to this and height is equal to this earlier written in the code, but those were not CSS parts, those were HTML parts. When we use width and height as attributes in HTML, we can use equal to and double quotes. But if you're writing inside style, we don't use equal to, we use colon instead of equal to. So would you please change that to colon, because that's the syntax of CSS, and inside style we write CSS and not HTML attributes, right? And height, and just don't give these double quotes to them now, because inside, look, padding colon and 100 pixels, we didn't give double quotes to padding, the value of padding 100 pixels, right? So inside CSS we don't do this, we just write the property name colon and then simple, the in pixels or whatever unit we want. So just change it to 560 pixels maybe. Yes. And no, we don't give space in between pixel and 550 and pixel, like 550 pixel, don't give space between. And then width property ends and we put a semicolon, right? Width, height are different properties. So between properties, we separate the properties by a semicolon. Just put a semicolon there. And now just give pixels to it. And then put another, no, don't give the space. I put a semicolon. And what's the other thing we have to do? Can you tell me, Ramchandraji? What's the next thing we have to do? Like the style attribute is not completed yet. It hasn't been completed yet. So what we need to do? We lack something in style attribute to be completed. Irasto and Maheshwari, can you point it out?
Yeah, double quotes.
Yes. Yeah, the double quote in the end. So Ramchandraji, do you get it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, just put a double quote in the end. Just one. Because the value of style should be inside double quotes. Style is an attribute. Do you understand? Style is an attribute, and every attribute is a key value pair. So the key of style attribute is style, right? The key, and its value is inside the double quotes. And what is the value of style? The value of style is the CSS properties that we have written, we have typed, and we put them into double quotes so that the HTML language understands that this is an attribute and this is where its value ends. If you don't put a double quote in the end, how would it know that the value of style ends here? It will go on checking further and it will give us some unexpected errors, right? So we put value, we put an opening double quote and a ending double quote to give the values. Similarly, the same case is with SRC. SRC then is equal to, because SRC is an attribute, we have to have this equal to sign between the value and the key. The key is SRC, the value is the URL, right? The URL in double quotes. We can't skip double quotes. So if you save it and go on the web page, refresh it. So that's how it looks now. Okay, now there must be some confusion around width is equal to and width colon, right? So now just go and just remove the width and height properties from style. Now spare the semicolon, please. Now I'm in the double quote.
Hi friends, best in the enterprise.
Is it? Yeah, just put the semicolon. Okay, let's leave it like that. So now it's the default width and height. We haven't given it height and width. So this is the default version of it. by default it will look like that. So now would you please go on the code again? Now what we'll do is look. So there are two ways to give width and height to an element in HTML. The first way we have already seen is that we can give width and height as properties of CSS inside style attribute. The other thing is that HTML provides us two attributes which are called width and height. So, like, would you please add the width attribute to iframe? No, again, please listen again. No. Wait. Inside, you're writing inside style, right? Right now.
Yes.
But what I said is, would you please add an attribute named width to iframe? We don't write attributes inside style. Listen again. Yes, we need to add this attribute called width to iframe. Yes, exactly this. And when we talk about attributes, we mean just pay attention to it. When we talk about attributes in HTML, we talk about key value pairs. And when we talk about properties in HTML, we talk about key value pairs. But when we talk about CSS properties, we talk about key value pairs, but in CSS, the key value pairs are separated by a colon. And in HTML attributes, the key value pair are separated by the equal to sign. So we won't use this colon here, and you have closed the iframe right here. Would you please remove it? Because we don't want the iframe to be okay. The red, whatever is okay. Look, yes, this iframe, just remove it. It came automatically, and maybe that's the fault of your code editor, not yours. Yeah, width equal to, and attributes are always, there is a key, there is an equal to sign, and there is something in double quotes, right? When it comes to attributes, right? So equal to, and put double quotes here, and inside double quotes, just, we don't give pixels in attributes. We just type the number 563 or whatever. So are you doing it, or am I not able to see it? I mean, oh wait, maybe my internet is.
No, your internet is fine, Nilesh.
Okay. So Ramchandra, would you please edit it, or you need some time?
I'm starting.
Oh, I think that it's your internet.
Yeah, that's Ram's internet.
Okay.
Is visible right now?
Yeah, a little bit. We can hear you but can't understand you, what you're saying exactly. No, we don't give the unit inside width.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. But Nilesh, I also did what Ram did. The width and height, after width and height, equal to came for me, even though it was a style attribute. But the video plays fine. Maybe we can have a look at it after Ram's session is done.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because inside style
Okay.
attribute, we just write CSS, and we cannot have
Okay.
equal to
Sure. Okay.
between the property and the value.
Okay.
And what I did was, the YouTube already gives you this
Yeah.
width and height attributes
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So we can remove them and make them into
See.
CSS
Okay.
thing. But so it's on us, and as I told you, there is no wrong way to do anything if as long as it works.
Okay. Okay. Nilesh.
It's right. Everything is right. But there is always an efficient and better way. So
Okay.
that's uh, so the
Yeah,
the
that's
efficient
right.
and yes,
Is it visible?
yes, we can see it now.
Yeah.
Um, so
Yeah, no,
right, yeah, Ramchandraji, just remove the pixels here. We don't give pixels when we give magnitude in attributes. Um, yes, and you haven't yet closed the style attribute after padding the double quote. Uh, just give a double quote here. Yes, thank you. And 20 is pretty small width to say to to have that video inside it. Yeah, that might do. Just please save it and refresh the page and see what change it has made. So, oh, has it changed the width? Can you change the width again and see if that works? Just make it 500 maybe and save it and please refresh page. So it's working now. So the width is getting changed and not the height. Height is the same. So what we can do, all right.
I have to add height also.
Yeah, you can just add another attribute, but now we know that it works, so you don't have to do it now. Okay, now listen. We know there are two ways to edit width and height. We can either give these properties inside CSS, where we give the width name of the property, then we give the colon, and then we give its value, and then we end it with a semicolon, right? Inside CSS. And the other way is to give them as attributes. And this is not something which we came up with, which I came up with. It is how it is, and these are some limited, functionalities, limited number of already defined attributes inside HTML. The creators of HTML made these things, and they said this is what you can do, and that's what we have. Like there are some like width and height. Uh, in HTML, we don't have the attribute to change the border radius, right? You don't have an attribute to change the border color. So there are limited functionalities in attributes. So that's why we choose CSS. So that's the only reason, I guess, uh, that we use CSS, because CSS gives all the flexibility to change the styling, the colors, the border, the curves, and whatever inside the web page. So we try to you know neglect. I mean, we try not to use the attributes to give styling, to give width, to give height. We try not to use the attributes. We try to use the CSS. So Ramchandra, you can just change that thing back to the CSS part, and I hope now you get what a CSS property means and how it is written. We don't give you had written width is equal to inside double quotes the value of it inside style attribute, but we don't do it. Yeah, I hope it makes sense, Irasto and Maheshwari.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. So that's it. And let's see, Ramchandraji, with the next thing. Uh, the only thing is left in your assignment that you weren't able to do is giving the green color, right?
Yes.
And yes, so just can you please just share this screen again, and maybe in 5 minutes we can figure that out, and we'll have a look at the code which I wrote and what Irasto wrote and Maheshwari did. So look, now on this page, you're seeing this white space between the border and the video.
Yes.
The red border and this white space. This is the padding, right? As I
Yes.
told you yesterday, that the space between the video and the border is the padding of the element, right? And
Yes.
padding means there is nothing between them. So if there is nothing between them, all we can see is the background of. So the background of this box, which is defined by this red colored border, the background of this box is white right now. That's what we are seeing in padding, right?
Yes.
So if we change the background color of this box, which is defined by this red colored border, then what do you think? We'll be able, I mean, yes, of course, we will be able to see that background the way we make it in the padding, right? So we can just give in the styling the background color is equal to green, and then come here and see if we are able to achieve what we are trying to do. So yeah, just please, like next to yes, yeah, just give background color. Just type it as it's a two-word and like a more than one word thing. I mean, by thing I mean property. CSS property, we'll give a dash, of course. Yes, COLOR, yes, colon, and we give I mean colon, yes. Just give some color, any color you want, green, right? Yes, and give a
Yeah.
semicolon at the end. Never
Yeah.
forget this
You
thing.
don't add pixel size.
No, why would we use We just want to give, look, the name of the property is background color, right?
Yes.
So what do we, like if somebody asks my name, what's my name? I don't tell him that I am Nilesh and I am this much tall, right? So name just yes. So name only means that my name, just my uh, you know the way people call me.
Yes.
So this is just the color. We don't give it any width or anything. Like padding has some width. Border has some things which we need to specify, right? Border. If the name of the property has had to be border radius, so we don't give color to radius, right? Radius is mathematical. The uh, uh, like the it gives us, we can define radius by the distance, just the distance. So we just give the distance to border radius and don't give the color. And here the border is, when we define a border, we need to define three things: the size of it, maybe so it's a bigger aspect and not just a particular thing. Um and background color means just the color, right?
Yeah.
So, and padding means just the padding. There is no color for padding because the creators of CSS thought that if we increase the padding, what we are able to see in place of padding is the background, right? Because there is nothing in between. So if we want to change the color of the padding, we just give the background color to it. So the padding would be of the same color.
Yeah.
So there are things. I understand your doubt, and it is like legitimate. I mean, it's a legit doubt. So it is how it is. That's all I can say. So we have to remember these things, that um, background color just takes one argument, just one value, one kind of value, right? Just the
Yeah.
color. So yes, now would you please go on the yes and refresh it. So now that's it. And if you increase the height, you will be able to decrease the padding on the top and the bottom, and you can figure out that on your own. Also, the links you made, where is it? Okay, so you didn't actually use the anchor tags. You just made span, and inside it you wrote click. Okay, leave it. Maybe Ramchandraji will. You can do it later. Yes. Um, so while creating links, you just use span, right?
Okay.
You have to use anchor tags, and please figure that out, and it will help you to know a few more things, and you will be able to figure out expose yourself to some new concepts as well, like what is the href in a link. So I would say I'm not discussing right now. Just search on internet whenever you are free. Just take a note. It's called an anchor tag. It's a right. So what is an anchor tag, and how we can add the functionality of clicking on the link and it takes us to a different uh, link, different web page. So that's done by using an anchor tag, and that was the part of the kind of homework. So Ramchandraji, just so next time maybe try to incorporate the anchor tag here, both of them. Just use some padding so that and some border radius. That's all the suggestions I have for you. Okay, so now Maheshwari, would you please show me what you wrote?
Yeah,
As I have
yeah,
seen
sure.
Irasto's design already, we'll
Yeah, yeah,
see
Just a second, Nilesh. I have a
what
doubt
you
on
done. Yes.
Ram's code. You see those BR tags, he hasn't used backslash. Should we, is there no need to use backslash and all?
Yeah, yeah. Look, I like when I use React.js,
Okay.
which is a framework.
Mhm.
Yeah, in there we have to end some elements
Okay.
with a backslash inside the opening tag.
Mhm.
It doesn't need another tag. So there I used to work like that.
Mhm.
So that's why maybe in some previous lesson I used that backslash. We can and we may not, because
Okay. Uh-huh.
uh, there is no need for this backslash.
Okay.
So why to use it?
Fine, fine.
But
Okay.
to make the code look don't use it maybe.
Okay.
Um, so it's as per your
Okay.
uh,
yeah.
yes.
Ramchand, Ram, can you please stop your screen
Yeah,
sharing?
yeah. One second.
All right. Yes, and uh, that's it. All right. So yeah, it's exactly the same, and you have done. So if you click on it, the to view YouTube, is it working? Yes. So what we had to do is that if when we click on it, it should open in another tab. So Irastu, have you been able to achieve this?
Yes, yes, Nilesh. Yeah.
All right, that's great. So Maheshwari,
Yeah.
we so do you have any idea how to do that, or should I
Which one?
explain? Like how
Which
to
one?
open that?
Yes, yes, yeah, I know. Inside the A tag, we need to give href, and then we need to give a link.
Uh,
One
no, that you
second.
have done already, but we want
Okay.
the YouTube website to be opened in another tab. Right now, what you have done is when you click on the link, it opens on the same on the same tab. We need another tab, right? So for that, what we do is, can you please open the code?
Yeah.
And Ramchandraji, if you'll pay attention, I mean you're already giving it, but just to would you please scroll? Maheshwari, would you please show us the anchor tag? So this Ramchandraji, can you see
Yeah,
this
here.
A tag?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is an anchor tag. So
Okay.
what we do is, what Maheshwari has done is, this is an A tag. There is some styling which he has given to it, and after that there is href, right? This
Mm.
href attribute. Inside it, we are giving the link which you want the link to direct us onto, right? So when we click on this, click here to view YouTube. So look, before click here to view YouTube, before see on in the click, can you see this greater than sign? Okay, can you see
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yes.
Yes. So this is the ending of the opening tag, right? And
Okay.
between opening and closing tag, we write this click here to view YouTube, and then we close the anchor tag, and that's what makes the link in our web page, by clicking on which we are directed to the YouTube website. So what now, Maheshwari, you have to do is you have to add another attribute called target.
Okay.
Yes, just please, maybe before style you can
Yeah.
do it, or maybe before style
Okay.
just press enter. Yes, bring it down and maybe write target on, just maybe below style. So like separate these attributes on a new line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe write. Yeah, you can write here. No, I think not. Yes, but maybe you can just type in the 12th line after A. That would do. That would do. Yes,
Okay.
just
Yeah, target.
like there is no confusion about this, right? We are giving
No, no, no.
line breaks. As I told you, it doesn't count as line breaks inside the browser. The line breaks inside code does don't count as line breaks in browser, right?
Yeah, is the
And
target is an HTML attribute or
yes,
HTML
HTML
attribute?
attribute. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, and double quotes, and inside
Okay.
double quotes, just type anything, maybe. Just type YouTube, because it's a YouTube link, right? So it's on us what value we want to give it, and just
Okay.
please do the same thing. Just copy it. Just copy this thing. Just
Okay.
copy this thing and just paste it in the 22nd line the same way. Maybe don't press enter or anything. Just type it right there,
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever you. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Yes, anything.
Only
And just save it.
starting.
Maybe just YouTube, give YouTube 1 here and YouTube 2 to the 23rd one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
target
I'll
YouTube
give.
1 and YouTube 2. Yes. So now
Yeah.
just save the page and go on the screen. If you will click on these different two links, you will be there will be two tabs which will be opened for you, separate two tabs.
Yeah. 1 minute.
Yes, yes. You can go back on this on YouTube. Open the YouTube one, the last one, and you can just press the back. Yes.
Okay.
So now, if you click on YouTube first link, like the first one, click on that, please, and can you see there is another tab which
Okay.
has opened?
Okay. It's going another tab.
Also,
Okay.
yes, yes. Also, again, go back on the same page. Uh, I think I'm not able to see the changes. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you clicked on it, it opened in another tab, right?
Yeah. Yeah. See.
But look, there is a
Yes.
catch.
Yes. Yes.
Look, if you will try to change the target from YouTube 1 and YouTube 2 to the same YouTube, like just make the target similar of these two links.
Um. Nilesh.
Yes,
In code, I need to change same YouTube one and
yes, yes,
YouTube one.
yes. Just yeah, just make them similar. Just make them
Okay.
YouTube, or maybe just make the
Yeah.
23rd YouTube one. Okay,
Okay.
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 Save it, and close the both of the tabs. The
Yeah.
new both of the new tabs.
Yeah. Save it.
Close, yeah, both of the new
Okay.
tabs. Close both of the new tabs, and maybe just click on it, and then click on the second one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I closed already, and then I'll click this one. Yeah.
Is it still showing you?
Yeah, still open in another one,
Oh wait,
another tab.
just
They
close
both
the
are
three
opened
tabs.
in another.
Just please close all the three new tabs. I mean
Okay.
the two tabs, all the newer ones, and open the page
Oh,
again.
okay. All three tabs are closed. Okay. I closed all actually. One
Don't worry.
second.
Have you saved this? Target YouTube one.
Yeah, I saved this. Yes, yeah. I already
Okay.
saved this
Just
one.
copy the copy it.
Yeah, copy the path.
And are the links similar on both of the links?
Yes, Nilesh, correct.
Yeah. All right. Just paste it. So just click on the first one first. Don't click on the second one before it actually opens. Okay.
Okay, I click.
Now
I'll click
wait.
add one.
No, wait. Let it open. Let it fully load. And uh, hmm. Okay, it's taking some time. Maybe we should.
Yes,
Okay, just give
I think my
the
it's little bit.
in href. Just give the address of this your my first website to the second link. Just paste. Yes. Just paste this link. Give this to the second link.
Okay. So this is second link.
I mean, that's what you have to do to make them open on a new tab. And what I am trying to tell you is um, not necessary, but it's a good thing. But your internet is getting slow. I think that works after the page has already loaded.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe we can have a look at it later sometime. So you can just save it and refresh it.
Okay.
Yes. So you can close the YouTube one, the other tab, and then you can click on the second link to see if that works. And I think
Yes.
you have achieved
Yes, I saw
whatever.
that.
All right. So I think you have done all the required job for the assignment, and you have used box shadow, right? This
Yes.
on the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
For this one, on the top for YouTube, this one I use box shadow, and then for
Yeah.
above this heading also I use this one.
So for the YouTube one, you use box shadow. I can't see
Yes,
any
actually,
shadow.
yes, I yeah,
I can't
yes,
see any
I have
shadow
seen see this one.
effect on.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
You
What
don't
I
give.
did,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
have
We
given
don't give.
border, and then while trying to apply this color to padding, so I use this background clip content and box shadow.
Nah, box shadow. You have don't. So box shadow you have given 000 and then 30 pixels. Maybe just give
Yes.
something instead of zeros in the box shadow, right? Instead of zeros, you can type some
Okay.
value, so maybe it will show up.
Yeah. Yes. I think I'll
Just
give
just
one
make them
px. Then two.
1 pixel each, or maybe 2 pixels each. Yeah, at the second, and just save it and just refresh the page, and let's see if that
Yeah.
works. And then let's have a look at Erasto's code. Um, I think that's
Yes. Yeah. As in
oh,
little
we are
bit
not
shadow
able to
is
see
there.
that either. Is it okay? Yes, inside the YouTube one. So
Yes.
inside, yes,
There.
we can't see the shadow.
Yeah.
Yes, so you applied the shadow on the YouTube video inside it. and not on the outer red colored, the box inside red color, but you have actually, okay, fine. So I guess,
Okay then. Okay
okay,
then I'll add another shadow to that border.
yeah, don't worry. I think the concept is clear, and that's what we need, and you don't have to, worry more about it, and we can move on and learn new things. So
Okay.
we'll discuss that later. And good job, G. And Erasto, would you please share your screen and tell us
Sure,
how
Nilesh.
you have achieved it?
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
Ramchandraji and Maheshwari, as we have been seeing codes of all of us, just have a look at
Okay.
have a look at the, I mean, notice the differences, and if you have some conflict with, I mean, within your thoughts, I mean, the way that some other one has coded, you can please speak up and ask which one is the better way to do.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. First, I'll show day before yesterday's homework, Nilesh. You asked to,
Yes.
um, yeah, I'll show this. So the text
Yes.
box wasn't became coming as paragraph. So that I fixed it
Yes.
now.
All right. Now it's, so you have removed the stylings, right? The style attributes.
The style attributes. Let me check.
Like you were giving style attribute to each and every element
Yeah.
earlier,
Yeah. Yes.
and now, yeah. So I think that was some problem there.
Yeah.
So yes, good job, G, and
Thank you,
yeah,
Nilesh.
that's what we needed. Yes,
Yeah. And I'll close this.
and I hope there is no doubt regarding that now.
Yeah. No doubt, Nilesh.
Yeah, okay. So
Okay.
now you can show
Yeah.
us your, yes. Um,
So going here, if we go here, the
yeah.
YouTube video, this video will play, and here is your blog.
Okay. So what you have done is,
Oh.
all right. That's great. And will is that button linked to that YouTube video you just told us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's not playing at the place it is,
Oh, this
like
one. This
on
one.
its place. Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Okay. So I thought you were talking about like clicking on the button and it will start playing right there. But
Okay.
yeah, that was not the job which we wanted.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. So you gave the same link to the,
Yes, the same link to YouTube.
yes, yes, that's great. Um, and yeah, that there will be this thing that we will create a start button below,
Okay.
while which when clicked will run the video at its place right here.
Okay.
We don't have to go. So that will be JavaScript things. We will be having a look at them later.
Okay.
So that's great. And yeah, you gave the border radius. There was no border, you gave it, but that's fine, absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
you get the concept. You
Yeah.
know how to
Yes.
use border and all these things. So that's great.
And
Also,
yeah, please go on.
yeah, yeah. Also, you've given the width and height as attributes,
Yeah.
which is what YouTube gives us by
Yeah.
default.
Yeah.
So there is maybe no need to change that, and even if we want to change, like CSS would be a better option to
Fine.
go for. So whenever you embed a YouTube video, just remove these height, width. Maybe don't do it right now, and
Okay.
later whenever you do. So it's always a better way to keep these everything in the CSS.
Got it.
So
Got it.
today what we are going to do, if okay, well, I think we should try and compare our codes.
Okay.
Yes. So what Erasto has done, can Ramchandraji and Maheshwari, can you see the style attribute? I mean, style element,
Yeah, is I
60-second
think
line.
yeah, button I think he-
Yeah. No, like the style, 62nd line and 77th line. From 62nd to 77th line, this style.
yes, yeah. It's
Yes.
include all the means key
Yes,
value pairs include in the style attribute.
yes, yes. All the CSS properties
Yes, yes,
and for different elements and how it is targeting these. So to give, like, if you want to give CSS property to 55th element, 55th line, this a tag, right? If you want to
yes,
do it, and we don't want to give a style attribute here, right? What we
okay,
can do, so if that was inline CSS, right? We were writing the CSS right inside the opening tag. So that is called inline CSS.
okay,
And what we are doing now is we are writing CSS inside this style element.
okay,
So in a page, there can be various style elements, but for now we can just have one, and inside it, we write the CSS. But how do we link the CSS written inside style element to the uh, elements for which we are writing this styling? Do you understand?
yes,
How
yes,
do we link that styling? So to do
okay,
that, there is this class is equal to tiny but. So that's what uh, signifies and helps us to um, you know okay, so that's what helps us to helps us to connect the styling written inside the style element and to the element which is a tag here, right? So inside class, whatever we have given as the class, so inside style element, to get this, to target this element, we if we are targeting this element by using its class, we write dot and the name of the class, as you can see in the 63rd line, right?
Yeah.
Dot and yes, name of the class, uh, or that's the, and we give the properties inside the curly braces,
this one
just
we
like
can
that. So
call it as object, Nilesh.
yes, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, what?
no, this one we can call it as object because it's like flower brackets
In,
and then in key value.
inside curly braces.
Yeah, curly.
No, no, we can't say it object, because in an object the properties are separated by commas, and this is CSS, and we don't have this concept of objects here, but it is a concept in JavaScript, the
Okay.
JavaScript objects. Yes, so that's what we have done, and I think that's enough for today to compare. And the next things I was going to include classes and IDs in the next lecture, lesson class. So maybe we'll discuss it tomorrow. And for today, just share each other's code to among yourselves, and see what are the changes, which is a better way to do. If you have any confusion, you can ask me which one is a better way, right?
I'm
So
having one.
that's,
Yeah.
yes, please.
Yeah. If it is actually, he named actually he target this one to, this one, what is this anchor tag? If it
Anchor
is,
tag.
yeah, if it is like not anchor tag, if it is like any another one is there that is having style
That's,
properties, then we can
yeah, that will
include.
be the same.
Okay, yeah. Can you please go on now?
Yes, even if it's div instead of anchor tag, we just have to write dot the name of the class. It can be anything.
Okay, okay,
And
okay. So
yeah,
in the style element, so we can write how many classes we have. So we need to write and then we need to give these properties.
yes,
Okay, okay,
yes. No, we will, don't think about this much. We will talk about this from scratch tomorrow, and we'll have a discussion
yeah,
about it. So till then,
yeah,
just share each other's code among yourselves, and just uh, ask me if you want that which one is a better way to do it. And I mean, all three of you have done it right, and maybe I suggested some changes to Ramchandra ji that he will be doing, and that's what we have to work on. And for Irasto and Maheshwari, I think yours is already completed, so maybe you can help Ramchandar to get through it,
Sure.
and then you can tell me, and we will go ahead with some other topics.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. So thank you very much for listening, and we'll talk tomorrow, right?
Sure, Nilesh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Aristo,
Yeah, Maheshwari.
or did you record this one?
Yeah, the whole session I recorded.